camera aspect. Hi guys. Look at that. You can even see my microphone. How unprofessional is that? Hi guys. How's everybody doing today? So I opened my Streamlabs today again, and all my stuff was messed up again. So I don't know why this always happens. I don't get it. Ah, that's better. Not untrue. Not untrue. Damn it. So anyway, I'm glad to be here today. I took a really long nap earlier today because I had to take my cat to the vet this morning. She's okay now. She's taking medicine now. She'll be okay. But I took a really long nap, which was great. I felt really crappy waking up, but then the more I woke up, the better I started feeling. So I think I needed that. I was tired, man. I was really tired. Yeah, so I'm really. Oh. Okay. Anyway, I'm listening to music on my headphones, but it's too loud. I can't even hear myself talk. Okay, so yeah, so I'm glad you guys are here. Thanks for coming. So not much has happened since last week. It was my birthday last week, so we did the live stream just short at the bar because Zagros took me out to the bar, so we had a few drinks. That was fun. That was really fun that night. I had a good time. I'm glad we did that because I don't get out too often, so I had a really good time on my birthday for once. Because my birthdays haven't been so good the last few years with my parents passing and all that stuff. So it's kind of like, hey, Zargo, speak of the devil. Yes, I loved my gift. It was so I should. Man, I don't have that picture now, but I'm gonna put that picture on the next week or something and show people. It's so nice because my brother got me so many things too, and then Kenjin got me this wonderful Asian. It's not a kimono. He told me the name, but I forgot about it already. It's what you put underneath a kimono. I've always wanted one, and he got me that, and I'm like, oh my god, that's very thoughtful. So everybody was so caring about me for my birthday this year, and I'm like, makes me really happy. Makes me feel a lot better, because you guys know I've been kind of a little bit down, lately. So it makes me feel really good, and I really want to thank all of you for trying to support me and help me and all that stuff. So yeah, really, yeah, I'm really glad that I'm here tonight. I'm relaxing a little bit, having a talk with you guys. Maybe we can talk about this book that I just finished. It was called Awakening Sleipnir, which anybody that knows a little bit about the Norse Germanic religion know it's one of Odin's horses, Sleipnir. So it was really an interesting book because I thought because it said in the description was a little bit misleading because it was talking about Norse and Germanic shamanism, etc. So I kind of thought that there would be suggestions for rituals, things like these would be in the book, but It wasn't that way actually at all. It was pretty much a story. The man that wrote the book wrote a story about himself, about how he came to be a shaman, basically. Um, but a shaman in like the Germanic culture and religion, and so he was just kind of talking about his path, which there were many things in there that I liked, that were very interesting, um, but I was disappointed because I thought it was gonna be about something else, you know. But it was a good book. It was I finished it in a couple hours. It wasn't a huge book, but um, yeah, it was interesting. It was very interesting because there were things, and that always kind of really underlines my feeling of my beliefs and my traditions and such, when I see or read or hear people talk about the same similar experiences that they have, but they are very particular instances. It's really hard for me to come up with an example now, but because of course the similarities can be whatever, coincidence, they can always be whatever, but when they're very specific to a pinpoint, right, then it's like, okay, that's, I don't know, there's something. And yeah, it was really interesting, how he explained that he got into a martial art that a lot of people were afraid of, that he didn't, then he researched the history, and it was really good. It was short and sweet, kind of, and it was one of the books, because my brother got me like 4 books, or 3 or 4 books, and it's like, yes, all the ones that I wanted. So I got a lot of work to do, but I'm happy about that. So I can check these things off my list that I want to read. So this was an interesting book. Yeah, and right now I dove into the Asatru Eda. I'm I'm very excited about it. I'm like a third of the way through, I'd say. About um, it's the perfect book for me. To me, it's wonderful. Um, Also, the description of the creation stories and such are a lot more, I would say, almost science based than you would find in other things. You know what I mean? And a lot more logical in a sense, right? So it's a really good book. So yeah. So what about you guys? How was your week? How was work? Everything? How was life going for you guys? Today, look at me what I'm wearing. I'm wearing 2 jackets because today was cold all day, except for like late in the afternoon, beginning evening. It started to warm up a little bit because Florida sun. It's just that way. But it was basically really cold all day, and it was so awesome. I loved it. I was happy as shit. It feels so good. The air feels clean and fresh when you breathe. It's not this mucky and you know the humidity. That's always the worst. It's like you feel suffocated. You can't breathe. And Florida is so bad. I hate it. So the next few months will be better. We'll have the ups and downs. So my brother even said, "Wow, yesterday I was sweating my ass off, and today I'm freezing." I'm like, "Yeah, Florida." That's why I know my sinuses have been messing up. Yes, that's good. That's very good. I'm really glad. I'm hearing right now is a positive streak with my friends here. You have good things coming your way. My one friend, she finally found a job. Things are looking up. Things are looking up. I'm gonna be actually attending the Black Mass now. Luckily, we were able to manage that. Um, Zagros was gonna help me, but I have somebody else that will actually help me now. We'll talk about that later, Zagros. My friend Brian and Melissa, they will come and pick me up, and I will be able to present my artwork at the Black Mass, and I am excited. I'm so excited. There will be so many people that we know, so many familiar faces, so many wonderful artists. It'll be a great time. If you have nothing to do on October 29th, come to Tampa, come to the Brass Mug, and see people perform and see me present my artwork. I will be giving $10 readings for people that are interested in getting a reading. We're going to have a good time. We're going to have a good time. So I can't wait. This will be good. So what else is there? I like that I have my earbuds in now, and then I can listen to music while I'm talking to you guys. Yeah, Zagros. It's good. They talk to me, and I'm gonna just give them some gas money, and they're helping me, and I'm good to go. It'll be great. I will have other things for sale too. I will have prints of my artwork there. I will have witches ladders available. I will have my woodland. I think it will be good. I really do think it'll be good. I will have my woodland creatures too that I make. So I will have stuff there. I wanted to get some more business cards done to promote the Sect of the Dragon a little more, but at the moment the Vista print is charging an arm and a leg for their business cards. It's outrageous. They want to have like, I don't know, almost $40 for 100 cards, where I used to spend like $20. So I'm like, I'll just wait on that. I don't know. I don't know. I feel like if that is something that's happening, I feel like that John is probably already working on that. I think. I'm just gonna assume, because I think he does that, right? Because I don't know. But I had somebody, the Dawn of the Black Sun. I guess it's a band or a single performer. He actually shared my page and my post today. That was really kind. I went immediately on his page and give him a like. That's what I mean. That's what I mean. That's what I mean by support. Like when people support each other. That's wonderful. It's great. So, anybody supports me, I will immediately return the favor. There's no arguing, no nothing. You know what I mean? So, oh yeah, I can really tell my sinuses are messed up. I can hear it. Mm-hmm. But it's okay, because as long as the stuff comes out, it's good. The sinus pressure is what I hate. When I get headaches and stuff, that's what bothers me. When my nose actually drains and stuff, it's okay. I'm okay with that. So yeah, we've been doing good at work. We've been busy. We've been getting busy. My boss had surgery the other day, so we kind of had to hold the fort down because he wasn't coming in. I'm not sure if he's even coming in now. I know our manager is telling him no way, stay at home and rest, but that's an unlikely thing for him to do. He's always there, so I think he might be there already again tomorrow. But my father had the same surgery. It was a ripped meniscus in the knee. But now, of course, the surgery back then, 30 years ago, was a different kind of surgery. My father had a huge scar, about this long, like this, around his knee, about this wide. He had a huge scar. Nowadays, they do it all with lasers and stuff, all high-tech stuff. I'm like, that's good, of course, I'm glad. But, yeah, it's different. It's different. Things have changed, especially, I feel like, in the medical field. We have advanced drastically within the last even 10 years, so my playlist is fucking me around today. Nothing I want to hear. Got some burzum going here. So yeah, so thanks guys for coming. Thanks, I'm glad to be here. I don't know if I'm going to have a super long stream today because I did a lot of stuff today and I feel kind of like, I feel really cozy with the weather being so nice. Feel like kind of relaxed. So I feel like gonna lay on the couch later and watch a movie and then go to bed or whatever. But still, it's good. So I was wondering if any of you guys have anything to talk about. I particularly did not pick a topic today because I was thinking maybe somebody, one of you guys will bring something up and say, oh, you know what? I would like to, I really had a spiritual experience or I read something and you want to talk about it. If not, I'll just keep rambling on about that. You guys see my cat back there? You see him right there? Look at that. He's a sleepy man. He's a very sleepy man. He's so good. I mean, he's crazy. He's crazy. When he doesn't want to be cuddled or whatever, he'll straight up fucking go and bite me and everything. No, I don't like that. That's not fair. Cause I do everything for this cat. Oh, look, it's like he heard me. See, that's why I can't do the earbuds for too long. I make my ears itch like crazy. Ah, itchy. Jesus. But yeah, okay, that's okay, good. I have not because I just today received the printer cartridge to be able to print more. But as soon as I install it, which I will probably do tomorrow because I'm just too lazy today or tonight, as soon as I install the new printer cartridge, I will print more flyers and I will hang them up. And in addition to the flyers, I will hang up a note that will ask the question, why are you removing my stuff? And if you would like to talk, my information is available and you can call me anytime. And honestly, I'm going to be obtrusive about it. I'm going to probably just go every Saturday and put more stuff up. If they keep putting it out, I'm going to keep putting it up. And, I mean, that's just it. Because the shamanka that I am, I already know what's going to happen. Because that person that's doing that will be the person that will lose their shit. And they will go in there. And they will complain about me. They will complain to the post office people about me. And the post office people will look at that person and say, ma'am or sir, there's nothing we can do. This is a public billboard. Anybody can put their stuff up at any time they want. And that will enrage that person so much that they will most likely quit taking it down. That's my thought. Unless it is actually somebody that works at the post office. But I don't think so because they don't really look at that board. Why would they? They just come in there. They work at the teller there as the teller, and then they go home. They have no reason to go to the board. That's not anything that is on their job or anything. It is somebody that gets their mail there. Because, it's all the rows of all the little mailboxes. Somebody gets their mail there, and they're responsible. So. And I won't give up. I'll try. Yeah, I'm not going to play that game forever. You know what I mean? But I'm going to try it a few more times. I'm going to hang this up a few more times and see what happens. And if they continue to take it down, I'm going to just maybe ask one day. Go in there and ask the people at the post office and say, Can I ask you something? Like, I keep putting my flyers up there and somebody keeps taking them down. Is there, like, somebody that controls that? Or I'm just going to ask and see what they say. They'd probably be like, we're not responsible, ma'am. I don't know. Because that's how they usually act there. So I'm like, but just going to try. Could be maybe somebody they, whatever. Could be one of them. I don't know. But I'm going to try it a few more times because that is what it's for. It's for people to advertise their businesses, their groups, their whatever they want. Everybody has their stuff hanging. People looking for jobs, people offering jobs for babysitting, I can put my stuff up there too. because I don't really have any other place to put it anyway. You know what I mean? So, but it's okay. When I first started this, Kenjin and I had to talk about it, and we both, we talked about it, and the realization was always that it might not, it will most likely not work at all, right? But give it a try. Why not? It doesn't really cost me anything, so it cost me a couple bucks, Yeah, but that's the thing. I don't know when they come. I can't, they could come on that Saturday when I hang that up, or they could come on a Sunday in there to get their mail on a Monday. You don't know when the person will come. I sit in the corner there, watching all week. No, no, I can't. I can't. That's the thing. That's the difference between me and that person. Like I'm not gonna do that. I don't come in there and take down any of your. Let's just assume Christian propaganda that's of course littered over on that billboard. You don't see me going and taking that all down. Why would I do that? No, no, no. I'm not gonna stand there every day and wait for that person to do that. I mean, if I did, I would most likely try it on a Monday, but I work Monday, so by the time that person, I would assume, will go in the morning on Monday to get their mail. So I'm thinking Saturday, Sunday, that stuff hangs there, and on Monday they go and get their mail, and then they take that down. I'm usually right about these things. Just saying. That is why I do what I do. Hail, brother. See you soon. I can't believe it. Kenjin is sleeping, so I better wake him up, I guess. Because by the time you get here, I'll almost be going to bed because I gotta work tomorrow. But I'm excited still. I'm excited. Necra! Baby Mans, why are you sleeping back here? This has become his favorite spot now. That's where he lays. He waits for me to open my door so he can come in here and lay there. It's cute. The window is right there, so... But, yeah. It is sad because all I'm really trying to do with this is I'm trying to get people together. I'm not... And what they're trying to do, it's already obvious. They're already trying to split it all apart, right? And it really makes me sad because my whole point is giving people that are lost, that are in turmoil, giving them a chance to be able to find something more, to find something where they can be accepted, where they can live out their spirituality without being judged in any way, right? Whether they're Christian, whether they're pagan, Satanists, Luciferians, whatever, I want to give these people really a chance to explore, right? And I want to give these people a chance to learn, not just from me, but from other potentials or members of the sect, and also to educate us, because there's a lot of things that we all can teach each other, at least the people that are interested in this type of thing, people that are interested in finding spiritual enlightenment, in finding the similarities between authors and researchers and scientists and people that have discovered these texts, these facts, that we all have these things in common, and I think I said that not last stream, not on my birthday stream, but the stream before that when you really think about it, it all comes down to, your religion really comes down to your ancestors, and we all have ancestors, or we wouldn't be here. So these are facts in a way, right? We have Jesus. If Jesus roamed this planet, he was an ancestor. He is an ancestor of people. That's just a fact. You know what I mean? And now the Christians worship him. Okay, that's okay. Now, we pagans have our ancestors too. Wotan, Thor, they were our ancestors. We practice our religion in a little bit of a different way. You know, we don't worship, the old gods in that sense. To us, they're still very much next to us, always with us, always around us. They do forget about us. They have to be reminded that we're here. That is definitely a fact. I'm not a fan of Aleister Crowley, but he said that. He said the old gods, they are very forgetful. They're very forgetful, but they are still our protectors, and they watch over us in these weird ways. But for us, it is not. It is just different. I think there's a different feeling to our gods. Even people that are Satanists, there's a different feeling from it. It's a different feeling, right? And what it is, I'm trying to make people see the connection of all these feelings, of the sacred feeling that we all have, the feeling of sanctity in a way, right? With our religions, we are all similar. We are similar, but our religions are similar. The problem is the people that act out these religions have very different approaches, right? Because we talked about this last time. Genocide was, it's been always between all kinds of different clans, peoples and sects and whatever else you want to call it. But in the grand scheme, what has prevailed more than anything has been the literally planetary, the worldwide genocide by Christians on others, right? So it's like, it's really sad because why did it have to be like that? You know what I mean? Because that is something with tolerance. That has something to do with tolerance. People should tolerate each other. It has nothing to do. If your religion requires you to hate people for their religious belief, that's not good. I mean, you must on your own realize that there's a flaw there. That there's a fundamental flaw to your belief. If you must keep others from acting out their beliefs, if you must stop them, if you must hurt them, if you must restrain them, if you must kill them, because that's what your religion tells you to do, that is wrong. The only way that would be acceptable is if you do it in defense, and you are defending yourself, the people or the humans that you care about, your property, your animals, your livestock, whatever it is, in protection. This is how my religion works. You will fight to the death to protect what is dear to you. But you don't need religion to understand that. You can be an atheist and you will stand there and say, I will protect my daughter, my son, my cat, my dog, my parents, whatever, from any intruder, from any harm. That has nothing even to do with religion. And that's the thing. That is, in my opinion, a spiritual thing that we can all agree on, because it is something that we feel. Something that we feel. That is an emotion that we have because of it's meaningful to us. And that is only because we see a deeper meaning in it. And that comes from being spiritual. That is not just anything. Having a feeling of care is not just anything. Because there are many people out there that have no care about anybody. Not even about themselves, right? But the people that do, that is an important part of spiritualism. So we can all agree that Christians, pagans, that anybody that is in any kind of religion, practices any kind of religion or no religion at all, they can care. They can see a deeper meaning into their child, for instance. They look into their child's eyes, and to them that's their world, and they will do anything to protect this child. Why? if you really think of it, like, what is really the reason? Because you give birth to this child? Because why? Because it is your blood? Because why? Because of a deeper meaning, of a deeper feeling, you know. And we as parents, I'm not a parent, you know, but I can understand the logic behind it is that we sit here today and we really just think about, wow, we got to make this all around us better, because our children, they cannot inherit this. They cannot inherit what we are doing here. But then there's even the people that have kids that don't even care about their own kids. They have nothing left. They have no spiritualism. They have no, you know. If you don't care about your child, then there's a big problem. There's a very a substantial problem there, because, you know, that I care about my cats as if they were my children. But of course, I do understand that I'm sure if I gave birth to a human child, it would still be a different feeling than the cat, you know. But how much of a difference would it be? And then once again, why do I care about these animals? Why? There's a deeper meaning. I look into these eyes and the souls are there. There are the souls there, and there is just love pouring out of my heart every day to my animals and my plants every day. I have never sat here and ever thought to myself that I don't care about these things. Never. Never. I've said I haven't cared about other things, you know, my you know, certain things. When you get in depressive moods or whatever, you know, possessions and such, you really don't care. Job, you don't care. You know, you're just like, whatever. When you get really deep down in there. My animals and my plants, I have never. And that is because it is a feeling of, I don't like saying that word because that word is overused and not taken seriously, but that's a feeling of love. And that comes from an emotion that we experience, that we can only experience because we have a deeper cognitive thing going on with us, which is connected to our spiritualism. I mean, it's just obvious in my opinion. You know what I mean? Like, I don't want to listen to that song right now. Oh yeah, that's a good one. That's that band. The band is called The Princess. It's a German band, Die Prinzen, The Princess, and it says the song is called "Everything Is Stolen." And they talk about how everything is just stolen from everyone, and it's a funny song. It's a good song. It's more of a joking song, but they're great singers, very great, or were. I don't even know what they do now. This was fucking 20 fucking plus years ago, 30 years ago. But yeah, so that's my opinion, and I think that we all have these certain things that we all share, right? We share our devotion to what is meaningful to us. We share our spiritualism. We share that, be it to the old gods, be it to Jesus. We sit there, we will clasp our hands, and we will think, and we will say our prayers, right? It doesn't matter. Even an atheist looks in the sky, right? Because that's where it's all at, you know. It's just not the sky where you're sitting on a cloud. It goes past that into the darkness. It's all part of it. It's all part of it. And I really wanted to get this going, you know. So I'm really glad that people come here in this chat and they listen to me and hear me out, right? And hear me out about what I'm trying to do. You guys are my potentials, you know. And once we can actually get monthly meetings going where people will actually attend, we can actually move this along. You know, we can make this a great experience. Great experience, you know, because it will be freedom. I really want to promote nothing but freedom with this, because that's all that matters. I want people to come here and on these meetings feel free. Feel free to do whatever. You know, feel free to say what you want, and feel free to show what you want, and you know, and explain how, you know, everything that you have experienced, because I really want to hear that too, because I really like having, interactions with other humans that have things that I can be like, oh, that is super what you're telling me right there, because I can tell you something about that, that happened to me, or that I read about, or that I experienced, whatever, and we can talk about it. So it's all coming along a little slow. I think people are a little afraid because people think that it is something. I'm pretty sure the main reason is why somebody will take my flyers down is because they believe in their belief is against God. It's against the Christian God, and because I know no Satanist would take that shit down. I know a pagan wouldn't take that down. I know an atheist wouldn't give two shits about it. It's like I know who's doing it. I know who's doing it, and again, it points, like it always points the bad finger in the community that I'm in. These people are bad people, right? They're considered bad people because of these actions, because they will praise to you about sin, and they will tell you how you do everything wrong, but they themselves are 10 times worse. And it's such a shame. It's such a shame because I know that there are Christians out there that are not like that. They're actually really good people. I've experienced it. I've seen it. So it's like, but they are very few and far in between. But these are the people that I invite. You're welcome. Like, I appreciate you. You're welcome to join us because I appreciate you. Because you're not, you really do present your community the right way. You're a perfect example for everybody, And like I said, it's a free of judgment. I am not judging anybody that will join this. Somebody can come here and say, I'm really strictly Catholic, but I really think this could be a good idea. I don't know. I feel embarrassed. I don't know. It's probably wrong for me to do. It's not wrong for you to do. It's not wrong for you to do anything. Um, you know, but again, it is on the borderline of religion, so it's like they're considered, they consider the wrong, they consider it bad, so whatever. What can I do? Nothing. But it's okay. You guys are here, and we're gonna continue these online, gatherings. We're gonna have them every week and see what goes on. So, also want to say I got a new follower. Poor Judgment followed me. I want to say a shout out to him. He followed me. Thank you for that. That helps in my in my journey here. You know what I didn't do? I gotta do that next thing. I forgot. Oh well, whatever. Yeah. So other than that, yeah, not much has been going on here. Like I said, I'm just really glad that this temperature is dropping, and of course, Makostan is coming up. Makostan, as in Samhain, is coming up. I'm very excited about this. I'm getting ready. I'm getting ready. I'm getting some tools and some jewelry done for Necro and for Kenjin, to have ready for a celebration if they will celebrate with me. Most of the time I celebrate Samhain by myself. It's nice because I don't have to worry about anybody looking at me crazy when I'm dancing around the fire, But I will definitely be sending out really official invitations this year, though, for Yule celebrations, which I will give the option, because ideally what really happens is, because the Germanic and the Slavic with me mix together, so it's pretty much a celebration from December 19th all the way down to the 31st. It's nothing but a big party, pretty much. So I will have 2 or 3 dates on where I will have official, for people to come and celebrate with me, which will be on the 21st, most likely on the 21st, on the 24th, and then on the 31st of December. The celebration is almost as any other. We will have a Yule log fire. We will enjoy some Glühwein, some German spiced hot wine, and we will enjoy cheese fondue and meat fondue. This is the only time of the year that I consume meat, except for if it's wild meat, then I will consume it throughout the year. But it's hard to come by that because I don't go hunting. I'm not for that. We have enough meat sitting on the shelves for fucking generations, so why kill more animals? You guys know how I feel about that. But if I had a hunter and he will bring me something. I've had sometimes somebody will bring me in some deer meat, fresh hunted deer meat. I will consume that. The animal has lived its life and sacrificed its life for us, and I will cherish that. And that's on Yule is the time where I actually do consume meat. I have a ritual prior. It's kind of like my own personal ritual because this is just me. Because most people around me, they do eat meat, so I do my own little ceremony to the gods and to the animals, and then I consume meat. And we will have pork loin, we will have turkey loin, and we will have beef tenderloin. All tenderloins, and it will be wonderful. If you've never had meat fondue, you should join us. I have a big dining room available. Everybody will have a seat. I love the Yule celebration. Anybody that has learned it from me, that has participated with me, they have always said this is the best, and then they could never wait until next year. So it's really great, and it's something that is a tradition. It was actually never a tradition like that in my family, like generations back. My parents, well, actually, my grandparents were the one that started that tradition of the meat fondue. That was something that they started, and then it stuck because it was just so wonderful that every year for Yule, Christmas, whatever you want to call it, we have this type of meal, and with homemade sauces. Anybody is welcome to bring food too if they want to bring something, whatever. Bring in a classic American dish or bring some dessert, because we have always kind of skipped the dessert. Sometimes we would have ice cream cake, which I love, but dessert was never really the important part of the celebration. We would drink enough Glühwein. We wouldn't really need dessert. But pumpkin pie, I love that. Bring whatever. If you're coming, bring whatever you want. Bring your drink of your choice or whatever you like. I'm very open and I'm very excited for it, and I'm really excited. I really hope we did it last year. Zagros attended, and Mondhund Axträger was there too. I haven't talked to him much at all lately because the band is kind of dormant right now with our drummer situation. Let me give another shout out real quick. If anybody knows a drummer that's interested in playing in a black metal band, contact me. You see my contact information right here. Contact me. We'll have a spot. We'll get practices going. So what was I saying? Oh, yeah. So Zagros was attending, and Axträger was there, and then of course Kenjin was there, and we had a blast. I thought it went really well. Right? I love it. I could literally eat that all year round. But then, if I did that, then it wouldn't be so special, And that was actually the first time that I ever made actually a cheese fondue with it. Just to see what does it really taste like, because I never actually had a cheese fondue prior to that. I mean, the cheese was expensive. It really was expensive, but it was so good. And I mean, it lasted like 3 days, so for the price, then, not that bad. But it was wonderful. I had really a good time. But I had this all set up in the middle of the house, in the middle of the living room and everything. Well, this time we have a dining room where we're all gonna sit, and it's gonna be so much more comfortable. And yeah, and I really believe that this year probably my brother hopefully will be part of it, because Riley and I, we have our family issues here and there. But I hope he'll be part. I always tell him, come on, come on. I think last year we were actually okay. He just didn't want to come. He's not big on the whole celebrating anything. That's just not his thing. I think it was never, even when the parents were still alive. He liked it because our mom set it all up and stuff. But for himself, it was never something that he was gonna plan on ever really being into. But maybe he will still have dinner with us, and maybe his roommate can join us. His new roommate, he's very nice. Andrew, he's a very nice guy. I'm really glad that my brother found a legitimate person to live with him that has a good job and seemingly a responsible adult and not some kind of weird child. So I'm because Kevin had some crazy people live there with him. I mean, geez, he's had some bad luck, man. I had to kick people out of there. I mean, like tell them like you need to stop acting up. Bad luck. Humans are garbage, man. Really, really, a lot. Most of them are just crap. Not you guys, though. Not you guys. Now he wants out, of course. Let me open the door for Mr. Björn. Baby Mance. You are such a bothersome guy. You thirsty and hungry? Go on, buddy guy. Sorry about that, guys. Yeah, so I will be sending out invitations, and I know Promethean, for instance, I don't know if you're going to be around at this time of year. Probably not. But it would be so great if you could come, but I know you're so far away. So I know that you can't really just come down real quick. I get it. With B and everything. I understand. But I'm still going to send you an invitation anyway, because I want you to know that you're always invited and that you're always welcome. And so, and I'm going to be sending one to Zagros, of course. I'm going to be sending one to Axträger, Brian, Melissa, Necro. Well, Necro will probably be living here at this time, so it's cool. He's coming tonight. He's coming tonight, guys. Necro will be here tonight at around 12 o'clock, so he says, hopefully. Hopefully. I'm excited about that. So, it'll be good, because we will help each other out financially, and we will be able to hopefully get a vehicle, get that going, everybody getting jobs. I mean, I got a job, but, we will all work together, and we will conquer some shit. We will conquer some shit. So, I'm really excited about it. I'm never a big fan of Roommate, but it's that guy is so, you don't even know he's there. You know what I mean? Like, the times that he spent here, and he stayed here many times, when we had shows or whatever. Never seen mess, never seen nothing, So it's he's just welcome. And even if I do, I don't care, because he's just coolest guy. That's my brother. So, yeah. Yeah, I mean, I gotta say, being in the metal scene and haven't been doing music and performing. I mean, I gotta say, I do complain about not having many people, but the people that I do have, that's how I met you guys. That's how I met my actual friends. My real friends I met through music. Can't go any better than that, really. So it's good. So we'll see what happens this year for you. I'm really hoping I'm gonna have a good turnout and we can all have a good time, because we all get along. Yeah. He's been in a rather tricky situation lately too. With the where he lives and his job. It's not been healthy, not been good, and he knows here. Okay, he might be a little more isolated, but you guys know how my home is. It's secure. Everybody here is secure, safe, clean. We help each other, you know, organize everything. Everything is good. No crazy shit here. I will not allow that ever. So so it's good. It's good. This house is my brother said this to me one day, and it really stuck with me. My brother said that it doesn't matter what goes on in this house here. It's like this house is our protection. Like whatever happens in this house, we are protected. That is like this kind of feeling that my brother has. And he's not really religious, but he is just like me, gifted in a way, clairvoyantly. Let's put it that way. And we have experienced many things together that we know is due to our ancestors and such. And he also, I don't know if it's still something that's vivid for him or that he can actually do, but when he was a child, he was even able to read auras and such. So my brother is very gifted, but he just kind of, he, you know, he's more of the practical, and you know, he just kind of like ignores the stuff. But when these things happen, then he does sit there and nods his wise head. Haupt, we would say in German. We would say dann schüttelt er sein weises Haupt, his wise head, because he does realize what goes on, you know, behind the veil. But he's just not somebody that is really somebody that gets into the shamanism of anything, or into the, he also is not a big reader. He doesn't really like to read so much. Yeah, so he's just a different person than me, but we do have the brother sister thing, eye to eye. But I do feel like that with him and I, it's almost like, I don't know if he will agree, but I think he could agree that we're really, when it comes to this eye to eye thing, we're almost like twins in that sense. It's really weird. We're like, because twins have this weird connection. They finish each other's sentences, or they can feel when something's wrong with the other person. Like, we have that kind of bond. Even so, we're 3.5 years apart. But I think that is due to our strong heritage. Because our family was always just on both sides, be the Serbian or the German sides, littered with just strong individuals, like excessive strength, not just, you know, mentally, but also physically too. Like my brother's very, very strong. So was my father. So was my grandfather. Now that's on the German side, because I don't know much about my grandfather on my Serbian side, because my father never really spoke about it. I hope to get more of an insight one day when I have a good talk with my aunt, when I go, you know, Uina, when I go back to Germany. What's wrong with you? Why are you complaining? You have to pee? I may have to let my cat out real quick, guys. He may have to use the bathroom. Yeah, I think that's what's happening here. He's crying to me. So, guys, give me like less than 5 minutes. I'm going to let my cat out and make a drink, and I'll be right back, okay? Alright, guys, I'm back. Alright. Yeah, he had to go outside. Sometimes, sometimes nobody knows what is best for them, but I let him out. Okay. Sorry about that. Planning. Things are happening. Ah. So the mosquitoes are terrible right now because they're just kind of like fighting for the last survival because it's cooling down. My cats are such Florida cats. They're already just cuddling up. It's not even that cold yet, and they're cuddling up and they're like, oh, freezing. It's like, what? You should be happy right now. But they're so used to the heat that when it gets cold, they're very sensitive to it. I'm not saying I'm not sensitive to the cold. You know what I mean? People are always like, "You're from Germany, da da da. You, how can you be cold?" I can still be cold. It has nothing to do with that. It's just I I like the cold. I don't like being cold, but I like the cold. But I just put on more clothes. No big deal. And I like putting on more clothes too. They look nice. You know, it's whatever. I'm not a person that walks around with short shorts and tank top and stuff. That's, I don't know. That's just not. I mean, I do wear shorts, but you know, I don't know. I just really like the cold weather. It's just always good to me. Gives me a good feeling. I don't know why. Maybe because I've had many good experiences in the cold weather in my life or something, that it's kind of stuck by me or whatever. Maybe. But, yeah. Things are good. Things are good. My job has gotten a lot better. Um, Roberto has kind of let off of me. Because I'm always like, oh my god, why are you so mean to me? I'm trying to do what I can. But it's frustrating. It's hard. He'll tell me things too, but it's difficult with this kitchen crew or whatever. It's hard. It's hard to find really dependable people. It is really. And in America especially, right? And in Europe it's different. Where we're from it's different. Like, you have a job, and whatever job you're at, you're going to be there for 20, 30 years. You're not jumping, or you're not doing nothing. You're going to be at that same job. Which is also a huge reason now, to the contrary, is why a lot of Europeans are very depressed and very, because they just do the same 9 to 5 for 20, 30 years. Where here in America, a lot of people just bounce around because there are many jobs all the time. I have never been without a job since I've been here, never. So it's like, so and that's another reason why they'll quit, or they just stop caring, because they know, oh, if he fires me, I'll just go get another job. You can't have that mentality though, because you want to, you should really strive to do your best. Because if you owned a company, wouldn't you want that your employees did the same? Maybe not if you don't see a value, if you don't have a feeling toward it, right? Spirituality. If you don't see a deeper meaning or something meaningful, then it doesn't matter. But yeah, people can say it's all about money, but the unfortunate part is it is all about money. That's the unfortunate part, because, or a lot of it is, not all, but a lot of it is, because the big corporations are what runs this whole the whole planet, when it comes to sustaining your life, right? Being able to have a roof over your head, food, water, electricity. You're governed and ruled not by the government, but by the big corporations. That's just how it is, unfortunately. So, since we can't really do anything about it, except for, we've been trying to kind of stand up more and do these things more and more, which is kind of working, but things things like these, like revolutions and evolutions, they take, we all know it takes a long time. It doesn't just happen within a year or two. That takes like, I mean, 20 years. But most of the time, for really drastic fundamental changes, it will take 200 years, 300 years, you know. So, but we making the beginnings of these revolutions, of these evolutions of you know, what we, how our planet works, how these things are. But you know, we have to do what we have to do. We have to work, and whether you like it or not, you want to be homeless, you want to be without electricity, then you don't have to work. But if you want to, you know, now if you live self-sustained, which I would love to, I would love to live in the mountains and be self-sustained. You know, I would do all that myself. You know, I would have no problem living without electricity. I would have no problem. If I lived in a climate where would allow me, you know, I really wouldn't want to live in Florida without electricity. I'm really gonna tell you the truth. I'm really gonna tell you the truth, because it's just, I don't know. I wouldn't want to do it. If I lived in Alaska without electricity, I don't care. I don't care. Because I am not shy of working, actually chopping my own wood, actually, you know, doing this throughout the year and everything. I don't care. I have no issue with that. Living on candlelight at night, I don't care. That is something that I would actually like to do, you know, because most of the time, yeah, now I sit here and I watch TV at night when I come home from work, because I wind down, you know, and that's just the easiest click, and it runs, and you just sit there and you just like kind of doze off, and just like, it's not even anything. It's just for entertainment. For, my mom always said, background noise, right? Because when I'm tired from work, I don't really want to read then, you know, I don't really want to paint because I'm tired, right? I'm just kind of like, I just want to fucking lay here, sit here, and just relax for an hour, maybe two, and then go to sleep, you know. Now if I came home from work in Alaska and I didn't have a TV and I didn't have electricity, I would just read a book. That's just it. You know, I wouldn't be mad about it, because obviously I would choose that. But, you know, because it's there now, that's just what I do. If I didn't have it, I wouldn't do it. You know, I mean, my parents and I, we would do a lot of camping. You know, we would go to Holland, the Netherlands. We would camp there and stuff. Do these things, and we didn't have TVs. We would be gone for a week, two. We would camp in Italy. We were camping in Italy even. We didn't have TV. No. You know, so it's like, I'm very much, you know, it's just a convenience thing, but I can also be convenienced by just sitting there and reading a book by candlelight. That's fine too. I would probably, that's the thing, I would probably fall asleep faster if I did that. But that's the thing, that's another reason why I watch TV, because it keeps me up a little bit more. I watch funny stuff and I laugh, so it keeps me up a little longer, because I try to keep a schedule when I go to sleep. Because if I go to sleep at like 8, 9 o'clock, I'm going to be up at like 6, 7 in the morning, and I don't want that. I don't like that. It just doesn't align with my lifestyle, you know, because if I do go out, I go out till like 2 in the morning or something, and then I wake up at 11. You know, so it's all just thrown around. So I try to go to bed always at around the same, even when I do go out, right? I give a 2 hour in between. When I'm at home, I go to bed at like 12 o'clock. I try to go at like 12. Sometimes I go, lately I've been going way too late, and it's messing up my schedule. It's messing me up. It's making me tired. It's making me all this, right? But when I go out, I try to go like 1, 2 o'clock. I try to be done and go to bed, you know. If I go out. But I mean, like, on the weekends when I'm at home, when I'm having my drink, when I'm doing whatever, so, now if I came home after work, I didn't have a TV, I'd be reading my book, and I'd probably fall asleep within 20, 30 minutes, you know, because that's just how it goes for me, and it's fine, but then it would be a completely different lifestyle anyway, right? It would be different, because then I would wake up at 7 or 8, and then I would be chopping wood or doing whatever before I even go to work, you know what I mean? So it's different. It's just a different lifestyle, but I don't know. I totally lost what I was talking about initially. Why I even brought that up. But whatever. Anyway, yeah. So yeah, not much has happened, guys. Many you know, everything pretty much the same. My cat, she's doing good. She has some problem with her teeth. Needs to be pulled. It's two teeth, I guess, or whatever. It could cost me like $600. I have no idea. I can't do that right now, so that's why I just let them give her some pain medicine and antibiotics, and she's good with that. She already took her first dose today. Luckily, this is an antibiotic. It's a liquid antibiotic, so I just kind of hold her mouth and just shoot it right in there. And the pill is very tiny. The pain pill, she only has 3 of those for 3 days. So I just stick that in the food and watch her, make sure she eats it. And then and the liquid once a day. I used to have antibiotics I have to give my cat twice a day. Depending on what cat was sick with what they were sick, and stuff. But this is just once a day, which is wonderful. So yeah, so she'll be okay. I'm happy about that because I was very worried. I'm always worried. Doctor's visits are always that's my pet peeve. I can't stand them. I can't stand them. Because I always think the worst, right? I'm always thinking, oh my God, they're gonna tell me she has cancer. She's gonna die. That's my mentality. I don't know why I am so extreme with that. Because I've had one bad doctor's visit in my whole life. Every other doctor visit that I have had was pleasant. There were no issues, so there's really no past trauma there, really. But it's just like this one of these things that I have, one of these weird compulsions where I always think that they're gonna tell me, okay, so you got cancer now and you're gonna die right away, or your cat has cancer and you're gonna die, and it's like, oh great, and then I'm like, wonderful. So, but it's never the case, never really the case. But I'm going to the dentist on Wednesday, first time in like 22 years, because I gotta get that wisdom tooth out. It's been cracked and it's cracking more and more. Yeah, I thought about that too, Promethean. Maybe that one visit was really like, because she was rude too. She was very rude how she was talking to me, and it was like, yeah, it was not a good visit at all. It was not a good visit. So, but then my last visit that I had for my ear, which is still bothering me four or 5 months later, which I can only assume is the stupid tooth, because as the tooth has deteriorated, right, it's kind of become worse here and there, but it's kind of like off and on, right? Sometimes better, sometimes worse. My sinuses, all of this I looked up is all can totally be related to tooth. I mean, I wouldn't really know what else it could be anyway, right? So that tooth is just really jacked up back there, and it's actually, the tooth itself is not hurting me, but there wasn't actually when was it, a couple weeks ago, I had like some really stabbing pain there. I was decorating and I could feel that nerve. I was like, oh, I can feel it. So there's definitely, and this is putting pressure here, and it's making my membrane swollen, and it's horrible. It feels like shit. It feels like shit, and I've been trying to go around getting the stupid tooth out, because like I said, doctors is not my thing, but it's like, okay, I can't. I just gotta do it. I just gotta do it. Boom. If I can afford it, that is. So Wednesday, they're gonna check. She's gonna take a look in my mouth. Oh my God, fucking weird. I don't know how these people do that for a living. I would not want to fucking do that. I would never want to be a dentist. Not even for a minute. But see, I pressed on that. So yeah, she's gonna take a look, and I can assume she's gonna be like, yeah, that tooth needs to be taken out, and I'm gonna be like, yeah, I realize that. So what are we gonna do here? But it was like the lady that I talked to on the phone. She was kind of a little bit like, she's like, well, she doesn't really do that, extracting wisdom teeth. Um, but she'll have to take a look, almost like, oh, maybe she will. I would love for her to look at it and be like, oh yeah, I can just remove that right now. I'll be like $200. I'll be like, do it. Because I looked online, it can be anywhere from like $200 to like $1,000 to get that shit removed. Please don't let that be $1,000 job. What I also found out though is that erupted wisdom teeth, which mine is an erupted wisdom teeth, are easier to extract than the ones that are not erupted because they're still all the way in there. So this is a more difficult procedure. Teeth that have already erupted is an easier procedure. Possibly, most likely, then cheaper as well. So I'm like looking at all these things. I'm like, come on, let this all work out for me. Because I just need it out of my fucking mouth. That's all I need. Just a stupid tooth out. So, yeah. Yeah, we'll see. Wish me luck with that. Wish me luck that this will go smoothly. Or she'll refer me to somebody that then they will charge. Even if they say $300, right? I have care credit. I'll just use that. But if they say anything more than that, I'm going to be stressing. But, yeah, health, right? When you get older. But, I mean, I really don't have any health problems, luckily. I don't have any allergies. I don't have no broken bones, nothing. I have nothing wrong, which is like awesome, just that tooth that's causing me, to. And then some days it's like numb here from it and everything. And I hate those days. Those are annoying. And just every day that tooth is bothering me for the last 4 or 5 months. Now, it wasn't so bad 4 or 5 months ago, right? It was like it started to become bothersome. I started to feel weird ear thing stuff. And that's when my tooth became bad, right? So I can know it aligns like that. And then recently my tooth has gotten bad. So my sinuses and my pain and my numbness has gotten bad in there. So it's all this stupid tooth. And I looked it up because it's all connected, right? Even the doctor that I went to the first time for it, because I wasn't sure what it was. I thought it was a sinus infection or whatever. Even he said, everything is connected. So the littlest thing can set off a whole variety of events in there, So, and I feel like maybe I'm just really, I feel like oftentimes I have now noticed that sometimes my body's actually sensitive, to certain things. So it's like, I'm thinking that's probably what's going on here, and I'm just like, why does it have to happen? I just wish things could be just for 1 year where nothing bad would happen for 1 year. Nothing, no sicknesses, no animals dying, no being behind on bills, like just a relaxed year. Then I can actually recharge mentally and physically and psychologically, just completely recharge for a whole year where everything just goes smoothly, and then I can be back on my feet and I can power back through this life, But it's like there's always something wrong. Kendra and I talk about this always. Can never just be smooth sailing, And it's like, damn. Really gets on my nerves. But what can you do? That's being alive. That's what being alive is all about. We have to fight. So when we fight, we just need to try to make this the best that we can, possibly, Everything. Our ancestors said, live your life to the fullest while you're alive. We have an idea what comes after, but nobody actually really knows. So we do what we do, right? And then the door closes, and then hopefully there's another door that'll open, but it will definitely never be the same as this conscious life that we have now, unless there is rebirth, right? Then you will, but you will never even know that you have lived before, probably. That's just, of course, we don't know, but that's just what I'm thinking, assuming. So, yeah, so I just try to do, whatever I can. I try to have fun, have fun. I try to laugh. I try to do my thing. Oh, and also I've been working on a new song, on another song for Jovanka. So that's coming up. That's definitely coming up. Um, it's a good one. I think I really like it. I want to make some adjustments. And then I gotta record. I'm gonna record the the keyboard slash synthesizer. I'm gonna record that, and I'm gonna record some guitars, and then I gotta write some lyrics. But yeah, I have written a new song, and I really like it, and I'm excited about it. I'm really excited about it. I'm not really sure yet what route lyrics I'm gonna go with, but I have kind of a feeling. I'm feeling the song. So now I'm writing the songs on the keyboard, which is a little bit more of an ideal and like a more classic approach that helps me way better, right? Because I can really nail down the notes, exactly what notes, and then I can work from there. It was a little bit tricky with my first song that I came up with Iggy Patopio, because I worked with the guitar, so it was kind of like a little tricky with everything. But now this is better. I'm doing it a different route, and I feel like this is working out better for me. So yeah, I'm happy. So this is coming along. Second song, Be Good. I know people. I've actually. Oh, sorry guys. Jesus. Okay. I've actually been gaining a good amount of people looking at the Jovanka page. So that's really great. I'm really grateful for that. So if I can give them something more, because I think people are waiting. And then also I was involved in another project that was a long time ago, probably like a year and a half or 2 years ago, and he's finally finished recording and mastering this project. I was actually involved with like 3 or 4 other individual musicians from other bands, and we all collaborated together, and I did vocals for this one, and he finished it finally, and he's gonna be sending me a CD. So depending on when it arrives, I will be able to show you guys this stuff that I did there. That was a whole another project that I've been waiting on, and coincidentally, I've been thinking about it recently. I'm like, whatever happened to that project, And then he sent me an email yesterday and said, I'm sending you a CD. I finally got around to it. He was very busy at work. That's why it took him so long to get it all done. But yeah, it's done, and I'm happy because I had fun recording that. I really had fun recording that, and I mean, I always record from the comfort of my own home, right? I have all the equipment. I do it on my own. But it is just always really nice to know that I can do that, instead of going into a studio, having to be looked at by some guy or some girl that, okay, we got this again. I can just do it on my own because I know what to do, And then I'm involved in another project that I'm not allowed to say anything about yet, but this will be good, guys. You guys will love it. That's another one that I'm doing. So yeah, it's cool. It's getting along, Not getting paid for jack shit, but I don't care. It's exposure, as we say in the industry, right? No, I love it. I don't care. I will help anybody. Anybody that says, hey, can you do vocals for me on this? I really want you to be my guest vocalist. I'm there. I don't want your money. I'm there. Would be great if I could make a living with it, but, they're struggling just like me. So I can't expect somebody to pay me that is struggling just like me. I would never, So, yeah. It's good. It's good. I got some irons in the fire, as we say in German. So, ein paar Eisen im Feuer. Yeah. So it's good. So yeah, guys. I don't know. I mean, maybe we're gonna put this to an earlier end today. I've been streaming now hour and 40 minutes. Not too bad. Got something out there, because I'm just like, I feel okay, I feel good, but I'm tired, man. I'm just like, ugh. I think because I've been going to bed way too late. I've been going to bed at like 3 in the morning, and then I have to work at 10 the next day. For fuck's sake, why do I do that shit? I'm a night owl, right? That's part of who I am. I like night. I watch the sunset almost every day. I sit there and I watch the sun go down, and when that sun goes down, that's when I start to wake up. It's really weird. That's when I start to be active and I want to start doing things and such. So that's what's been happening, and then I get excited and I get into a movie or get into a game or a painting or a book or something. I get into something or some kind of craft or writing music, and then I'm up until 3, 4 in the morning, and then I go into work and everybody's like, ah, and I'm like, ah, don't me, okay? Get away from me. I'm tired. After my birthday, I had a huge hangover, and I come to work and it was whatever, I had a hangover, but I felt good. Like, mentally, I felt good, right? So they were making fun of me. They're like, you're like the most happiest hangover person I have ever met. And I'm like, I'm hungover, but I'm in a good mood. But yeah, my head is pounding, but, whatever. But it was after my birthday, I can do that once in a while. I can be like that once in a while. Shit. Yeah, so yeah, that's why I'm like looking at the time. I'm like, if I can if I can be done now, and then I can go downstairs and relax for a little bit, watch a movie and wind down, and then I can go to bed at a decent time, 12 o'clock. Be an adult, trying to be an adult. But I do like going to bed at a decent time. I do feel the difference, and I do feel that I get more sleep. And also what's really been happening with my sleep. Remember, you guys, when I first started this, I was still having these really bad sleeping problems. Really bad. Waking up in the middle of the night, not being able to go to sleep, not being able to go back to sleep. I gotta say, since I've been starting taking these vitamins, I can sleep. My sleep has very much improved. That is definitely something that's occurring, and I think that has helped me a lot. That has really I always still feel very fatigued. I think it is probably a sign of depression or something. You know what I mean? I feel fatigued, but I have been still very productive. I do feel better. I can feel a little bit better mentally and a little bit better physically too, because I'm actually getting good sleep. Now, if I don't mess myself up going to bed at 3 in the morning, that's the problem. I can't do that. But the vitamins are really, really helping me. So that's good. I'm glad about that, because I was really getting. I was getting to a point where my sleep was so bad that I had, breakdown here and there, and would tell Kenjin, like, I don't know what to do. Like, I don't even feel like, I was so overly tired that it was like, sometimes it was hard for me to tell. Sometimes I felt like just in a dream. It was hard for me to tell, like, dream from reality. It was really bad. It was really bad. And I didn't feel good at all. And I was like, man, I can't live like this. I feel bad. I don't feel normal. And then I started taking these vitamins. And I was like, first couple of weeks, right? Nothing. I'm like, oh my god, that's bullshit. Why am I taking this? And then suddenly, and it's weird because these changes happen and you don't even notice them happening, right? You just are like, oh, I slept so good. I slept so good. I slept so good for multiple nights, right? And then finally it's like, wait a minute. I think it was actually you, Promethean, that said something that got me triggered. Sometimes you think on it on your own, but sometimes it's something that somebody says. Haven't you been taking these vitamins? And it's like, dude, yes, I have. That could be really a thing why my sleep has been getting better. That's awesome to know, right? Because, that's what I'm thinking, because it has now happened and it is still the same. It hasn't changed. My sleeping is still good. And I'm still taking these vitamins. So I'm like, this is really good. Because I really didn't want to take anything. I didn't want to take this melatonin. I don't know about that. I don't want to get the prescription drugs. I'm never for that. You guys know. Unless it's antibiotics, I'm not taking it. They give me pain medicine. Nope. They give me whatever. I'm not taking. Well, I did take that citrazine. The prescribed one was good. It really helped me with my sinuses. It was really good help. But since I'm pretty sure the tooth is the cause for my extreme sinus problems, I gotta get that tooth out, and then these things will kind of regulate themselves a little bit better anyway. Um, but it's like I feel good with these vitamins. I'm glad I'm taking them. But I take these gummies every day, and I've taken those for like forever. I've been taking these two gummies a day, these women's multivitamins, for like fucking 5 years, and I feel like they don't do jack shit. I don't know. I could be totally wrong. I don't know, but it's like maybe they do because I'm never sick. So maybe they do that because I'm never sick. I have not been sick. I was sick one time in the last, in the last 5 years, 4 or 5 years. I was sick one time for 2 days. I was really sick. I was laying in bed. I think I had a fever, and I don't know. Could have been COVID. Honestly, I don't know. But I was really sick. I didn't vomit or anything, but I, when you have a fever, how you feel? You feel completely just, and that's how I felt. I felt really sick for 2 days, and then that was it in the last 5 years. So, toy, knock on wood, So that may be the vitamins, because I've been taking them for that long, the gummies. So that's good. I'll just continue taking them. Can't hurt. There's a couple of gummies. But I did realize that the percentage of the vitamins in there is rather low, right? So I had to kind of double up. So I'm taking the 2 gummies, and I'm taking the 2,500 mcg B12 vitamins, and then I take the D3 vitamins, 50 mcg. Because the vitamin D is something that I really lack that, right? I do drink milk, but we all know that it's not really that much vitamin D that you get from that milk. I was actually told by Kenjin that it's not actually even the exact vitamin D that you actually need. You get that from the sun, and the gods know I'm never in the sun because it's Florida. Now that it's cooler, I will be outside all the time, right? But when it's not cool here in Florida, I will not leave my house. You will not see me outside. Unless I go to the beach or something where I'm at the water, because then the heat is very tolerable and it's actually nice. But if I cannot be at the water, I will not go outdoors in the heat. But from like this time on now until about April, next year, I'll be outside all the time. So my vitamin D intake will improve there too then, so I don't know why I'm talking about this shit with you guys, but just talking. So yeah, all fine and dandy. But I really want to thank you guys for coming. I had a good time tonight. I'm glad I did this a little bit, relaxing, a little bit talking, I'm going to be putting this ink cartridge in tomorrow, and I will be printing more booklets, and I will be posting them at the post office, and I will see what unlucky things will occur with that. Whatever. They want to take that shit down? Do it. Take it down. I don't care. I'll come right back next week, and I will put it up again. No, I gotta try, man. I can't let people bring me down. I can't let them bring me down like that. They don't realize what they're doing because they didn't know what they were doing, right? That's my dad always used that from the Bible, because they didn't know what they were doing. They really don't know what they're doing, because it's like they don't realize they're really destroying something nice that I'm trying to do, and I already have very little support, only from my close friends and a couple that are of people that aren't friends but that are supporters, right? So it's like you're really just doing something really bad to me. You don't know me as a person. You don't know who I am. I'm not a bad person at all. If anything, I try to do the best that I can for what I care about. Everything else I don't, granted, I don't care, but I try to save this planet as best as I can. I try to preserve energy. I try to do everything that I can, preserve plastic, everything that I can for Mother. I do. Everything that's important, I do, because I have to. We have to start somewhere, even if it doesn't make a difference. It makes a difference. I will teach children to do this. I will teach my peers to do this. I don't care, you know. So I really wish they could just understand that they don't even know me, right? I don't do anything to their faith, to their stuff. It's so annoying. It's so annoying that I have to fight like I'm in kindergarten. It's like, give me that. No, give me that. Stomp him in the foot, you know. Why are you? I'm taking this down. What the fuck? You have nothing better to do than rip something off of a billboard. You literally stand in front of the billboard and read it every time you come in there. And then when you don't... Oh, okay. That looks satanic. I'm taking this down. Is that something that, like... What the fuck? That's fucking crazy. That's crazy. If you have nothing better to do than to harass... Because it's a type of harassment, in my opinion, right? It's a harassment. You harassing this person with your action. Let it be. Leave it there. God damn it. Ugh. Can't control what others do. You can only control what you do yourself, because they didn't know what they were doing. What can I say? 'Tis the truth. Okay, well, guys, I think I'm gonna head out for tonight. I'm gonna relax a little bit, maybe make something to eat or whatever. But I'm really thankful that you guys came. And I'm really thankful that you guys listened and that I was able to blabber my mouth off with my stupid stuff. And, yeah, and I hope to see you guys next week. And I know I will be texting with you, Promethean, and everybody that was here. Thank you so much for coming, guys. And hail to yourself and to yours, and blessed be. And let's continue to always mourn those in turmoil. And I will see you guys next week around the same time, okay? Thank you. Danke. Hvala vam. Tschüss.